60% of medical students apparently don't even ever want to see a patient when they graduate, which just blows my mind. What are they going to do? I hope it's not like work at McKinsey or something, but like, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, we never would want to do that. I mean, God forbid we partner with investors that used to do that.
I'm sorry. I had to like poke you.
I'm Jacob Efron, partner, Redpoint. Super excited to be joined here by Dr. Shiv Rao. We are co-leading Abridge's $150 million Series C, and I feel like this company is as exciting as it gets. Shiv, thanks so much for chatting.
Super stoked to be here.
The products you're building are just, the impact of them is so visceral. You know, you see it in the clinician testimonials. Patients have obviously been using the app for a while. I'd love if you could just talk a little bit about what does Abridge do? How did you kind of come to build this in the first place?
Abridge is a healthcare grade AI company that unburdens clinicians like me from all the clerical work that crushes our souls at night. I'm a practicing cardiologist, and after every patient I see, I'm mindful of like the notes I need to write, the orders I need to place, all the other things I might need to do. Abridge takes that work off my plate. Starting with documentation, I can bring Abridge to the conversation, hit start, hit stop, swivel my chair, my notes there. And we're now live across over 55 specialties. We're saving people up to 2-3 hours a day. And so while that's so much what we're all about is just helping people be more present in the conversation, help them build better connections with the people in front of them, the most important people, their patients. We're equal parts, not just healthcare native, we're also very, very AI native. Zach Lipton is our chief technology and science officer, and he's assembled an incredible group of scientists who really take that serious, which is to like really have science at the core of everything that we do, even if it's surrounded by a for clinicians by clinicians ethos.
We've looked at dozens and dozens of AI application companies, and it kind of come to this internal thesis that like, look, the best companies are going to combine this like amazing AI capabilities, the abilities to build your own models, to kind of optimize things on cost and latency and quality of domain specific models, but combine that with like really deep knowledge of spaces. And I feel like we didn't know at the time we were writing that thesis basically for Abridge, but that is like literally what you guys are as a company.
And I think it also feels in some ways like we're already into the middle innings in healthcare in terms of understanding what this technology is capable of. And that's what science allows us to, with a straight face, say that we're going after. Like everything that we're building is based on this thesis that healthcare is about people. It's not about technology. And those people, they're having conversations. And we're structuring and summarizing these conversations to absolutely help be a part of the solution for clinician burnout and staffing shortages and labor shortages. But when you think about it, those conversations are upstream of so many other opportunities for us to create value.
I guess you talked about saving clinicians 2 to 3 hours of time. For folks that don't know what that time is, they call it like pajama time, right? It's like when you're supposed to be at home with your family, like after a really long day at work, and instead of doing that, you're typing in notes and finishing that off. And then on the patient side, so many examples of maybe you didn't understand some words that were said in the visit, or you were busy trying to jot down all the notes instead of like paying attention with your clinician. You must just get like so much amazing feedback. That's what we heard in diligence. I imagine on a day-to-day basis with the product, you must just hear amazing things.
I knew we had arrived when my dad, who retired because he couldn't type fast enough, when my dad told me he'd still be practicing if he had Abridge. And I was just opening up this text message right now live from one of our partners, Alistair Erskine, who's the CIO of Emory. He sent me a text message many Fridays ago, late at night. He said, "We're at over 500 doctors now, and I'm getting love letters from clinicians telling me that this has saved their practice, their marriage, and their mental health." I remember when we first started the company, I was like, we all need to be hope camels in an early stage startup where one drop of hope, and positive feedback should get us through a desert. And now it's like a waterfall every single day from our users. Yeah, it's an incredible moment.
Well, if it's not abundantly clear to folks, this is, I think, the most exciting, mission-driven, cool place to work in AI today. Run, don't walk to the careers page that we'll link to. Abridge it's incredible shit.
So exciting to be building with you finally. We've been talking about this for years.
I know. Yeah, it's the dream. Sometimes they come true.